please. Here we go. Copy. Delete. Got it. Good. Pop out chat. Again. Got it. Quit giving me hits. Alright guys, we're trying again here with the live stream. So, over the weekend, I ordered a couple additional webcams. I ordered 3 of them, and 2 of them came in on Saturday, and I went ahead and opened them up, and I did a live stream on Discord because YouTube wasn't ready for me to do them yet. And this one turned out to be a good one. This one is a Svarog branded camera, which who knows who those guys are, but it was exactly the same as the Wansview camera, except that it came with a bonus tripod, which was interesting. And so that one was definitely a winner. Oh, is the sound not working? Is the sound not working again? Sorry, we're having potentially some sound problems. Let me make sure that it is working. Oh, one person says they can hear me. The other person says they can't. Alright, Captain Ron, I think the problem is on your end. I'll give him just a minute to look into his volume controls. Okay, he says it is good. Alright, so anyways, the first one was this Svarog camera, and this one was a for sure winner. This one came out to about $12 shipped on Amazon and has the same internal components as the drive-free that Handy got, and also the Wansview 106 that I've been using. So that one was good. The second one we got was Latau City Webcam W20, and this one was not a hackable unit. This one has a dedicated chip that just does the USB webcam function, although the image quality was pretty good on this guy. And it also came with a really nice tripod, actually. And so we looked at those 2 Saturday, and then Sunday this one arrived, and this one, the brand name is Samomo, and this one was a couple dollars more. I think this one was $18. And so today we're going to crack this guy open and see what we can see. So this is not an unboxing channel, so I will do the unboxing off camera, because I don't want to put you guys through that. Alright. Well, this one, the inside of the box looks exactly like, it's the same packing that they had on the Latau City camera. Although, this one is just the camera and the cable. I thought this one also came with a tripod, but here's what we get. This one does not have a sticker on the back. It does have a privacy shutter, so that's nice. And we're going to plug it in on the old Raspberry Pi and see what it comes up as. Alright, we are connected on USB, and we get definitely something different. This is not what we see on the T31 based webcams, so we can say right away it's at least not identical, but it might still be interesting. So the second thing we will do is we're going to plug it in and see what its image quality is like, because the T31 cameras are fairly good quality on the image side. So let's switch over to external camera. This one is SM-HS001 webcam. And let me move this guy up here and switch that. Take off that, take off that. Okay. So here we go. Not too bad. A little bit maybe jittery compared to the other one, but not bad image quality. And it did come up as 1080p, which is good. The last one didn't. So let's go ahead and kill that. And the proof is in the pudding. So let's open this guy up and see what we can't see. Get my chat window back up here. Yes, it's like opening Kinder Surprise eggs, but for techies. Now, so here's something interesting. There are no screw holes on this anywhere. So that suggests that in order to take it apart, I will be physically damaging this camera. So you need a very small flathead screwdriver. Switch windows here so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, that one's Phillips. Flip over to the flathead. Alright, now there is a seam on this outside case. There's really no way I can show you guys what I'm doing here, I don't think. But I'm gently trying to get a screwdriver in here to pry the end off. Trying to do it without marring it up too awfully bad, but who knows? No promises. Getting kind of far, but I've not yet gotten the end off. I moved it. That's good. Let's move it more. How to void your warranty. That was popped out pretty good, but snapped back in. Something definitely is holding it in place. There we go. Glue. Alright. Well, that didn't help much. There's nothing over there to unscrew or remove or do anything with. I wonder if I'm missing something here. There might be a screw underneath this rubber pad that holds it all together. We'll see once I get the rubber pad up. There is not a screw under the rubber pad. I get a pretty good flex on this thing, but it's not enough to usably open that seam. I think it's just glued together, which we have ways of ungluing things permanently. Alright, got both ends apart. There you go. I don't know if you heard that click, but that was a good click. Good for me, maybe bad for the camera. Many good clicks. There we go. All right. Here is the back of the board, what we're able to see so far. There's some little chip on there. The USB is plugged in on a cable, and it does have two microphones also plugged in on a cable. So we're going to go ahead and unplug USB, get it out of the way. And two Phillips screws to detach the board from the base. Uno and dos. And microphones are also attached, however, not much to see on the front of this board. So I'm going to say this is probably not going to be an interesting one. Let's get the information off of this chip as soon as I find my phone. There it is. Macro. This is a different chip than that last one. I'm going to send this into Discord. I'm going to put it in general. Alright, part 2, how to reassemble a camera and make it look like you didn't open it. Two screws. Uno. And dos. I really need to magnetize this little screwdriver. Yep, frowny face indeed. Alright, was there an up and a down? There is. Yeah, this thing was definitely not meant to be opened after the first time it was closed. So we're going to see how we do. It's beautiful. Now, rubber pads. Where's my other rubber pads? I promised there were 2 rubber pads. Now there is only 1 rubber pad. Alright, somebody rewind the stream and tell me where I put, oh there it is. It fell on my lap. Alright, good as new. Which was not very good. Alright, between the two, this one and the Latau City, I have to say I like the Latau City better. And one of my intentions was if I found one that wasn't a T31 camera but had good enough image quality that I was going to keep it and use it for my 3D printer so I could keep tabs on prints. And I think the Latau City is the winner of that contest. I also like that it came with that fancy tripod, which, give me a second and I will get that camera back out. Brand new, unopened, sealed box. Uh-oh, except I forgot that. Get in the box, you paper. There we go. Alright, brand new, sealed, unopened box. Latau City, back again. And we're gonna pop this guy out now. Before we do it, there is a slight different form factor on these boxes, so they're not actually the same box, despite both being in the same kind of internal packing. This is the tripod that it came with. That it's got this nice flap for the adjuster screw, so you can loosen it, do your adjustments, tighten it back down. It's got actual like stiff legs here. What happens if you unscrew this? Oh, look at that. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's fancy. Look at that. That is a cool little tripod. That's a selling point for this camera right there, even though it's not hackable. Alright, and oops. The camera itself is this guy right here. Boy, that light coming in from the hatch is really kind of bright. So this one has a privacy shutter, which is cool. And we're gonna do a image quality test on this one. Get my port expander. Now you guys can tell me if you can see any difference in quality between the last one and this one. Switch devices. Full HD webcam is what this one's called. Turn that one off. Turn this one on. Open the shutter. There we go. Alright, a little adjustment here. Alright, I see a little bit of noise on the screen. I certainly didn't notice it before. I'm going to try and put my finger on it. Right there. Do you guys see this? These dots in front of my fingertip. Maybe it's something on my end. I don't know. But they move with the camera, not with me. Alright, let's switch back to laptop camera. So of the bunch, this one was definitely nicer than the other one, and I like that tripod. If I didn't like it, I would just send that one back and get another of the Svarog, which we can pull this one out and look at too, since we didn't have a live stream on the other one. What do we got here? Yes, it has a Sonics video processor, and alright, Captain Ron says he does see the dots. So this is the one based on the T31. This is the hackable unit, and my intention for this camera is to use it as a Wi-Fi based backup camera on my bus. But I'm going to try doing some minimal modification, just enough to get OpenIPC onto it on Wi-Fi and not do much else. So we're just gonna do an image quality test on this one as well. Go back to OBS. External camera is this guy, and let me, that one on, this one off. What do we got? Nothing. Where's my image? Okay, I had it in the preview window. I don't see it now. What are we doing here? Unplug it? No. Right, unplug and replug. Let's see what we get. HD web camera. Alright, it works in preview. It works there. There we go. Huh. Alright. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. This is mirrored. You guys see these dots? Why do I have these dots? Maybe those dots aren't the camera. Maybe they are something weird with OBS. I don't know that I saw those in my preview window. I do. They're totally in the preview window. Anyway, so this is the Sonics based camera. Or no, sorry, lose track where I am. This is the T31 based camera that I will be hacking and using. Switch back to here. Alright. Yeah, this one was $11 and change. It came out to about 12 bucks shipped for a T31. If you watch my first video, the camera that I use there is the Wansview 106, and that one, the price changes between, like, I bought mine for about $15, and last time I looked they were at $20, and they claim the normal price is like $30. So that price has been all over the place. This other one appears to be fairly steady, about 12 bucks out the door. So I was very happy to find that one. Alright, well, those are the new cameras that I've got. Does anybody have anything additional they want to talk about while we are here? Reflections from the light strip in the background. We can test that, actually. we just turn those lights off. Okay, Google, turn off the lights.
Got it. Turning off 2 lights.
We have enough natural sunlight already. If that's the case, then I'm not going to ding either of these cameras for that. Start back up. Make sure we get reconnected here. Okay, it says we are reconnected, but OBS just crashed out of nowhere on me. So here we are. Those dots are gone. So good call, Captain Ron. Those were just the reflections of the light. Alright, so I guess just real quick we'll talk about what I've done in the last couple of days on the teacup board, which is, unplug it, one teacup board. And so what I've been working on is getting the GCC compiler to work natively on the device so that I can compile binaries directly on that instead of having to cross-compile everything. And that is a long and difficult process to get it going. I can compile trivial hello world type stuff, but I'm not to the point where it'll go through the configure script on anything of any substance and actually result in a successful build. So I'm continuing to work on that, and hopefully I gain more ground today. We'll see how it goes, but for sure that is a top goal for me, being able to compile directly on the device instead of having to cross compile. So there has been some additional work done. Handy mentioned that he was up and running on an SDK kernel from Ngenic instead of using just the kind of bodged together one that I put together. And he is working on getting the USB gadget mode working so that he can do a serial device over USB, so you don't need to use TTL. I'm pretty sure that means that you're also not going to be able to use USB Wi-Fi or network at the same time. I'm not sure how the USB controller is going to handle being plugged into a hub and be in gadget mode at the same time, but we will find out. So let's see. Does anybody else have something we should cover? If not, then we're going to be about done with the stream for today. Just checking the chat here. As Captain Ron mentioned, the Latau City camera does use a video processor from a company called Sonics, and folks have been getting essentially the same camera in the same drive-free package that we're getting the T31 camera in. The original one that Handy got was in the blue drive-free package. Then I bought one in the same package, and it was maybe the worst webcam I've ever seen. And a couple other folks have bought cameras in the same package, and they got the Sonics camera. Let's see what we have here. Alright, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this stream, and try and do another one in the next couple of days, and hopefully get some progress done on the T31 board. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you over in the Discord.